Do we own our phones or do they own us? It is a philosophical question, but we really need to ask ourselves because it is undeniable, that we all use phone or some sort of device on our daily basis. And it is not inherently bad, but we as humans, we misuse it. Literally today, I went inside an elevator, right? It is 7 a.m. in the morning, and I'm a person who minds my surrounding, always do that because I don't want to get stabbed by someone or I just want to see what happens around me. So I I'm kind of aware of what is happening, so it's kind of great. Better than not knowing anything. In to me, it's just quite naive to trust people and like constructions or just like literally everything. So I looked around myself, right? It was around like 6, 7 people in that elevator. I looked around to like going downstairs. I swear to you, all of them, every single one of them, they were on their screens. Oh my gosh, like you could probably think it like, oh, it's not that deep, like that everybody's using phone. Bro, imagine, right? You only got in an elevator for like at most, I don't know, like a minute. Maybe even less, usually like 20, 30 seconds to get there. And they just can't, stand still, look at like an elevator door. Bro, their attention span is so low that they feel the need to be distracted or stimulated all the time. I look on their screens, some are on TikTok, some are on Facebook, just look at some bullshit post. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, I was like, bro, modern people are literally cooked. I know and I fully believe that everyone knows that, you know, being on social media or like scrolling too much is kind of bad for you because you kind of get fake dopamine and you will seek novelty all the time. But once you want to do something productive that requires effort and you wouldn't get reward instantly, it would feel frustrating and you just can't concentrate on it because you're used to with something new every like 5 to 10 seconds. That's why it's really bad, like people, you can say that I'm kind of anti it, but not all the way. I'm not that radical. It's also good if you utilize it. You can use it to expand your knowledge or to work, monetize your skills and stuff. It is really good if you know how to use it effectively. But unfortunately, many people misuse it, and because it is easy, they would just think that like, oh, I know that it's bad, so I'm just gonna be on here around 5 minutes, during, staying in an elevator. But then they use it and then they keep doing it every single day. Once a habit or a thought is repeated, your brain, it doesn't know anything whether it is good thing or bad thing. It only knows that if you keep repeating something, it simply means to your brain that, oh, it matters to you. Then it rewards you whatever that you're doing. If you think like that people are dumb, like whenever you see that people just like look stupid or like dress stupidly, and you keep thinking like that over and over again, like every single day when you go outside and see people dress like a dumbass, or like a, I don't know, just casually, then you would just think like that automatically once you see that kind of people again. Your brain doesn't know anything. Once time has passed, everything would become automatic. You wouldn't be able to control it anymore. Every morning you would just, like turn on your phone and just like look for something on your phone automatically. It wouldn't become like just like a short 5 minute, scrolling anymore. It would just become something that is mandatory. Otherwise, you would feel like strange. And it is the same way with like kind of similar to like people who are, addicted to alcohol. And I don't know if you have seen some people who are like addicted to like alcohol. Once they haven't drunk it for a while, I don't know, like a day or two, like their body like begins shaking. Like literally, their hand would just literally be like this. Because I have like some of my relatives, like they're all like alcoholics. I swear to you, literally almost every evening they get to drink alcohol, bro. Like it is as if they're gonna die. Like in a literal way, not like metaphorically or exaggerating way. Literally, they're gonna die if they don't drink it. Like, I don't know, like they can't function in life properly. It's really bad, bro. It would just become like kind of similar once, it is out of your control. Because normally, like, people they don't even have like much control over their action because they just let their life be on autopilot. For example, like when they like walk outside, using the same path, going to work or going to supermarket, going to the city, whatsoever. When you use the same path every single day, like at first, if you are new to that city, everything will still be new. You have to still look around left and right, look at the sign whatsoever. But now, once it is repeated, it becomes automatic. You just walk there, and once you realize, it's like one snap, and then you would just get to your destination. It's just like that. People really need to be more aware of what they do with their phone. Seriously, it's really a big of a deal because like modern people they criticize, like Gen Alpha, Gen Beta, or whatsoever that like, oh, iPad kids, you're gonna grow up stupid, you can't even read, you only watch brain rots. Like why did these parents do this to their like kids and stuff, right? But then meanwhile, they are hypocrites themselves. They also can't control, you know, like themselves using like phones. They still like scroll whenever they're free. It's really like a big of a deal. That's why I'm like, I can tell that I always aware of myself that, when I use it because it is like when a hack in your brain, I kind of unintentionally psychologize it. I know that if I use it now, if I scroll it for a minute, I would feel like, wait, if I use it now, my brain would reward it. Then I would just like turn off my phone or just like go to other apps and doing something else besides scrolling or like being on social media. That's why like I because I don't want to be a slave of, social media because we really have to ask yourself whether you are the one who own it or it actually owns you. If you don't know how to answer this like precisely, notice like your um screen time. You can check it out. You know how much time you spend on Instagrams, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Netflix, whatsoever. And then just try to be more aware when you use it. Once you're aware, I think that is the primary time for you to decide to continue or to stop. Because you can be aware all the time, but if you don't stop, it simply means the same thing with you are not aware. Like, seriously, it is a double edged sword. You either utilize it or misuse it. And in fact, when you spend the majority of your time on your screen, I think the owner is your phone, not you. Because of course, like you choose what you want to spend your time on. You want to chat, you want to scroll, you want to watch a movie. But at the end of the day, when you consume those medias, it definitely influences your mind, you know. And if the majority of your time is spent on it, in your head, it would be just information from media. In some way, you kind of detach from the world, and your world in your head is just in like the virtual world instead. It is like you live in the virtual world more than reality. It is comforting, I get it, because the real world is cruel. People are wearing masks, talking to each other. You can't even tell if somebody is real to you. They're always being nice, and you always be nice with them, it's normal. But that is why, like, we don't want to live in this world because everything feels artificial, fake. You can't even like trust anyone. You don't even know if that person will backstab you eventually. So just don't be a slave of it if you are aware when you use it. Try to use it less and spend your time on something real, something that you're passionate about, or create something. Create more than consume. This is like literally like what everyone, says. Every creators, Mr. Beat, Kai Cenat, ISO Speed, they always say that. And it is true. Imagine, right? Even if you are doing like YouTube just like me, and if you have to compare doing this YouTube with consuming anything, Netflix or like just anything or scrolling for an hour, I swear create something is more productive than consuming something, except you're studying. But if you're just gonna be on social media, you just want to know what's going on with the world, what celebrity got canceled, what's going on with the war and stuff. Sometimes it's really draining, and when you spend time a lot on it, you kind of don't remember anything. You would only like remember only like a few things, you know, out of your 6 7 hours of scrolling. I swear to you, it is not worth it. It's better just like try to create something and something that meaningful to you. Okay, if you like playing guitar, then play guitar. Not everybody can play guitar. I can't. I have to admit that I can't. If you can, then that's cool. Or if you can sing, then like just go sing. Like lip syncs or so whatsoever. Like on TikTok, try to like show your talent to the world. And what I would suggest you to do if you want to do social media is that block everyone you know on social media. Literally anyone, no exception. Block your mom, your dad, your sister, your best friend, your girlfriend, your friends, your peers, every single one. I swear, if like it needs to be like that, really. Don't care about like how they're gonna feel later, when you block them, because like you would suppress yourself, your identity when you know that they can see it, even just one of them. So just block all of them so that you can be your true self on social media. And once you success, they would know it like eventually. Just don't care about them that much. Whatever that can make you start, then do it. Okay? It is so funny, that long time ago, phone is something that we use for communication only. Now, like, we can use it for work, to like flirt someone or to create something. It is so powerful, really. And I believe that in the future, it would, I mean, nowadays, it kind of becomes, identity or some sort of like material that you can just like flex, to others already. But in the future, I believe that it will be more like stuff that you can just flex. There would be so many models. It would be like pink, yellow, whatsoever, that so unique. It would be kind of similar to like a toy in the future, that it is not for working, communicating anymore, but it's just like another object that looks unique, you know and just colorful or whatsoever, new designed. You would understand it. It is the same way with like cars. Cars back in the day, it used to be just like a transportation. Nowadays people use it just like for their identity. If I got like this red supercar, it means this whatsoever. In the future it will be the same way. Let's wait like, I don't know, 10, 20 years, like when AI has become more normalized. It will integrate in our daily life. I mean, nowadays it's already there, but in the future, I swear we will see people dating with AI, and it would feel more normal. I think there would be so many controversial topics about this, and I swear there's gonna be protests about it for sure. That people, want to marry AI rights and stuff. I swear it's gonna be funny, but thinking about it is funny, bro. But it's gonna become normal, okay? We all know that, like, some people, they're already married with AI. You must have seen it. I'm pretty sure. So man, just be careful and try to like reduce unproductive time on your phone. If you don't know what to do, I think just taking a walk is already better than like scrolling already, because you would have more time to introspect, about your thoughts, about your reaction. Why did you react a certain way on a certain situation? Why did you, get mad at someone? Or why did you think that way? Or when you say something, are you projecting your insecurity whatsoever? It's really good. It is like you would have free time to clear your brains, you know? Again, it's really good. It is like you have, again, it is really great because you would have time to clear your brain and get to know yourself more. And it's really important nowadays because people are constantly stimulated and distracted, so that they don't even have time to reflect on anything, which is really bad because they just become another copy version of others or some mainstream. And yeah, man, just try to, be aware whether it controls you or you control it. And I hope this video helps you in some way. And if you have anything, just comment down below whatever that you think. Even if it's negative, I read everything. Like your take whatsoever, just share it, okay? And yeah, man, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.